Hello to Isabella Love. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for chatting to you today. So, can you tell me roughly how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
So I've been doing this and gigging out professionally for almost 3 years now.
So, what made you become a singer-songwriter?
So I grew up singing since I've been a little girl. I've sang. And then when I was 13 years old, my dad took me to Nashville. And I got to sing down there on Broadway with one of my dad's friends at the time. And I absolutely fell in love with it. So that summer, my parents got me a guitar for to practice and learn. And so I started writing and singing more and more.
So, what was it like to go into the recording studio to record your debut single called "Like My Daddy"?
It was definitely, not gonna lie, terrifying. That was the first time I'd ever recorded anything. So I was very new to the process. Didn't know how it was gonna go, but it ended up going great. We had some great people work on it, and yeah, I'm super excited that that was my debut single.
So, can you tell me more about your debut single, "Like My Daddy"?
Yes, so kind of the idea behind it. I co-wrote that with a person, but my dad was the inspiration behind that song. So it's really special to me to have a song like that.
You also released a single called "Honky Tonk Woman." So, can you tell me more about that?
Yes, so actually that one is about the instance of me going and singing in Nashville when I was 13 years old. Usually most 13-year-old kids are not in bars with their dad loving the live music, but I love that. I love listening to music and everybody's spin on what they sang. So I would rather be in a honky tonk bar listening to people sing than in some city doing something else. So that was kind of the idea behind that song, Honky Tonk Woman. And it's kind of an ode to, I think, the person that I always will be. I've got that honky tonk heart.
So, what's it like playing at Nashville or going to Nashville for my
Um,
listeners?
it's definitely different than what it used to be. I try not to play in Nashville as much as other people. Um, just because it's so oversaturated anymore. But it's a lot of fun still. You get to meet a lot of different people and you get to network a lot. So that's a plus.
It's a good thing about being an artist. You can network with other artists.
Yes.
So, can you remember what single is called Pinch and Pennies?
Yes. So that one actually was inspired behind this old house that I bought. The wood paneling and popcorn ceilings. It does not have popcorn ceilings. It actually has tile, the old tile ceilings. But that was the inspiration behind that song, and then kind of tied in the struggle of trying to make it as an artist. Um, it can be a struggle trying to get there, trying to get places, people not wanting to pay. So yeah, that was kind of the inspiration behind that song, just the struggle that comes with trying to get your music out there.
Especially being an independent artist like yourself, that must be quite hard for you.
Yes, it can be at times.
We'll chat a bit more about that very shortly. So, can you tell me more about your latest single called "Lovin On The Road"?
Yes, so that one I wrote this past year, and I think I played in 11 states so far this year. And my boyfriend, he works on the road as well, so he's always gone. And it seems like we're headed opposite directions. So, funny thing is, I actually came up with that chorus, and I wasn't going to do anything else with the song. And one of my boyfriend's friends that I actually went to school with called me, and he was like, "You need to finish that song." And I was like, "I don't know." And he was like, "You need to, Isabella, you need to." And so I sat down and I finished writing it, and I was very proud. That's my favorite song that I've written to date.
So, are you working on any new music in the near future?
I've got one new song that I've not cut yet. And I've got one that I cut that I've just not released. It's called Used to Being Lonely. It's a sad song. But I have another song that I still need to get recorded, and I've got several other songs that are halfway finished. So hopefully in the future, not too long, we'll have a new song out.
So, at the moment, you just feed singers. So, any more thought about releasing an EP or an album in the future at all?
Yes, for sure, an album or an EP in the future. It's just coming together with those 10 songs, to put them all on an album.
So, what's it like being an independent artist for you?
It's definitely a lot more hard work than people think it is. I do my booking myself. So it's making phone calls, it's emails, it's content, social media, all the social media content you see, I do myself. Coming up with those ideas, planning runs, especially when you travel out of state. Um, Getting the out of state gigs can be more difficult since you don't have that relationship within the state that you live in. So planning runs to make sure that they're profitable, it's just a lot more work than I feel like is shown. The behind the scenes is a lot of work.
So, have you got any upcoming gigs?
Upcoming gigs.
Yeah.
So currently, I'm down in Round Top, Texas this week for their antique show, which I'm a big antique person. But I've played down in New Braunfels on Wednesday, and then yesterday I actually played as their entertainment here at the fair or the antique show. And then on Saturday I'll be in Page, Texas, and then next week I'm going to Alabama and Florida to play for a few days.
So I know. Any thoughts about coming over to the UK? I know it's a bit of a trip on the plane. Get all the logistics sorted out.
I have not thought about that. I guess in my head I don't feel like y'all are a big country fan. That's just me. I don't know why I never thought that. But I would love to eventually come over there and do like a little tour.
Yeah, country is very popular. Getting very popular here in the UK. Some great independent venues, especially where I live in the Midlands.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah. So and finally, can you tell my listeners, we're going to find you on your social media.
So you can find me at Isabella Love Music on Facebook, and then Isabella_M_Love is my TikTok. You can stream all my singles out on all streaming platforms just under my name, Isabella Love. And yeah, that's about it.
Thank you. Let me chat to you today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. This is my first out of the country interview, so I absolutely enjoyed it.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.